This video will help you find some resources on people who are inspirational. So we're going to start here in ClassLink. There should be an app in your ClassLink called HEB Library Resources. So we're going to open that up, and this is the district library website, which has some interesting and helpful things, especially if you are going to be virtual. You can get into ebooks and things like that, which we're going to look at in a second. But we're going to go to it from the Trinity website. So we're going to click on Trinity down here. And then here's our school web page. So we are going to go to the catalog first because I just want to tell you that right here, of course, you could put in the name of the famous person and search for a book. Some of them might be ebooks, and so of course you could read those online. But if you have a book that's in the library, you can request the book by putting it on hold or using our Hello Books request form and then picking it up if you're a virtual student. So back to the home page, we are going to go here to databases, and I'm going to show you what database you could use to find some good resources on famous people. For example, if we were to start here with World Book, and I think I'm using Obama as my sample person. World Book almost always has articles on people. We can do Michelle Obama, that'll work. So I just want to show you here what the article looks like. It's not very long though. But one of the things that you might find useful, I know you're looking for very specific information, would be they include websites now. And so this is a good place to find some online resources which have been vetted for reliability. There's also magazine articles, so that would be another good source. Okay, so that is 3 things to check out in World Book. Quick and easy. The great thing about World Book, I guess I'll go back and show you this, is that for purposes of giving credit to where your information comes from, you have how to cite this article, and there is your citation, and you just have to copy and paste it. Okay, so World Book, pretty simple. I closed that window and we still have the secondary resources or the databases showing here. The same information is going to be found in Britannica. You can use those. For you guys, Gale is going to be probably your most promising resource because I know some of the people on the list are more obscure. Gale is pretty good about having resources on lots of those people because I checked a bunch of them. Now, this is a little bit harder to navigate. So what you might want to look at is biographies. So you see here where our content types are broken down. Biographies is a good place to start. They give much more thorough biographies here in the Gale database, and they write them themselves. They are original. Gale is known for writing reference material. So we have several results still, even with just, you know, whichever one person, whichever Obama you choose. And so, of course, you want to look at where it comes from, the World Biography or the Gale in Context Online Collection. Well, you know what? It may be pretty much the same because it is written by Gale. Some of them may specify on the person's like career, like it may be a biography of musicians, and so they would highlight that. So as you can see, this is a much longer article, and then of course we have some further readings which might be something that will help you. We still have our source citation here, which you can select and copy, or you know what, this is great if you don't know this, you can also just save it directly to your Google Drive. That's one of the great things about the Gale resources. This article can be saved directly to your Google. Okay, and then we have more like this, which is also up here at the top, more like this. This is very helpful. The tools up here in the top, citing it, sending it to, which would be like mailing it. Of course, you can print it, and like I said, you can put it in your Google Drive. Also, for some of you, you may want to translate. That's an option. Okay, I'm going right back. I'm going to use this breadcrumb trail up here. Go back to biographies and look at my research results because I want to look at some different things. You can filter your results. Okay, for you guys, you might want to filter it within subjects. Okay, so what about Obama is it that we really want to read about? Okay, so you guys are looking for, oh, look at that. People who are activists, or I mean, being an activist, okay? So, well, now the result is about Clinton. So that's not really very helpful, is it? So go back to our subjects. One thing that you might want to try is this topic finder. I really like this in Gale, and Gale's the only one that has this. They give you a visual of all of the types of articles that are about, that have Obama in it. Okay, so I chose activist. Okay, so now maybe we could get what we were looking for. Activist African Americans. Okay, now your results are going to display over here. Okay, so there were 5 results. Okay, that's good. So now we have, and of course this is probably Barack Obama, not Michelle. So Barack Obama with police and protesters and African Americans being killed. That's what these 5 appear to be about. Okay, so what about climate change? How Obama was working for climate change. Okay, so here's an article on that. It's pretty short though, so you might want more than just that. You can go back to the topic finder. That's good. By the way, you can also change it to a wheel, just in case that's your visual preference there. Let's see if we can limit our results of Obama to Michelle. So now our wheel has changed. Now can we find some information about what she did to be inspiration? Platform. A black woman tells it like it is. So there you go. This probably would be helpful. So there would be one source. Notice related subjects. Those might be helpful. I want to go back to my first search. So I think if I click Gale in context, I'm back at the beginning. Yes. Okay. So this time let's specify we want Michelle Obama, since they're both very famous. And oh, this is nice. It does give you an overview and it knows exactly which person you're looking for. And so you can read that. Then we get back into this where all of the different types are broken down. So academic journals might be another source besides just a biography that would be helpful. What you want to look at is where did it come from? You might want to know when it was written, and then of course you can read a little bit here. This one says in this book. Well, the result is probably not the book. This is probably a review that tells you about the book. So that's not going to be very helpful. And then of course this one might be interesting. The role of racial resentment. That one might be useful. Okay, so this second one, we don't have a lot, but look, it does give you a price for a book, and I just happen to know the Hornbook Guide is a journal that is just reviewing books. So that's not going to be a result that you would want. Here we have a second one, Michelle Obama, Beyonce, Race and History. And this, it tells you right here in your summary, this is an essay. So that might be something that would be helpful. So that's just a little bit of how I go through and I analyze my results. Another thing you can do is you can search within your result. I showed you subjects, but I did not show you searching within. So what if we do social reform? There's a lot of different ways to say this, but that's one. And so let's see if we get results. We do get one within academic journals. However, I can go back out to Michelle Obama and I can say, well, okay, so those didn't have much. What about news? Are they going to have search within? Maybe social reform's not the right word. Maybe I should try another word. And so this is how I go about finding results here in Gale. It's a lot more guided than just going out to Google. Okay, so I do want to encourage you to try our databases before you go to Google. Okay, now if you aren't finding enough material about your person using our databases, then if you want to go to Google, my tips for using Google are here under helpful stuff. I have a Google search infographic. It doesn't cover like the 5 W's, which is like this is the basic stuff, the 5 W's. A couple of basic guidelines to follow when it comes to searching the internet is these 5 W's of website evaluation. Who wrote it? Okay. What makes them an expert or what makes them qualified? Is it just some random person who wants to put their opinion out on the web? Are they writing this and using ads to hope to get money? What do they say? What is their purpose? What is their goal? What information do they include? And then we have when. When was it created? How updated is it? Is it very outdated information? If it is, you don't want that, probably. Where did it come from? And where can you find more information about who the sponsor is? Who do they link to? And who links to them? All of those where questions can help you. And then, of course, why. Why is this information useful? Why is it better than another? You might ask yourself that in comparing it to the database pages that you have. Some real simple search tips, because you will get so many more results just using the web, is to try Boolean searching using the words and, or, and not. These have to be in all caps, and you combine words with this. For example, with and, you might try the person that you're researching, use and then add the word of maybe a particular platform or social reform that they're passionate about. Like with Michelle Obama, you might do Obama and obesity. Or is when you can have either word. You could have obesity or weight. With not, you want a word but not things that are going to lead in another direction. That word may have multiple meanings. I don't have an example for that one. Quotation marks. If you have a phrase, then you want to put that in quotes so that you get both of those words together and not those words separately.